Before we begin, I'll give some brief context, but if you don't care for context and just want tier list PvP, use the time steps to skip the intro. So, like my previous 5-star tier list video, I will be grading each unit on a scale of 10 for 7 different categories. And those categories are DPS/supporting, so that's grading the unit for how good their DPS or supporting capabilities are. Single target, AoE, multi-wave, vertical scaling, shield break, so how good they are at breaking enemy shields. And lastly, accessibility/flexibility. This category is less clear by its name than the others, but basically for it, I factor in things like, for the character to perform well, how reliant are they on things that can be hard to access, such as constellations, 5-star weapons, how many 5-star teammates they need, etc. I also factor in things like how hard they are to play, do they have mechanically challenging combos you need to do, and since flexibility is part of the category, of course, I also factor in how much room there is to flex things in and out of the team to adapt it to different situations, or how flexible they are at fitting into different teams. Also for the category, I try to factor in not just the unit themselves, but also like the performance of their teams overall. But I do place a big emphasis on how much they themselves are contributing to the team. But at the same time, there is a degree of factoring in factoring the overall quality of the team for these scores, if that makes sense. And those are the 7 categories: DPS/supporting, single target, AoE, multi-wave, vertical scaling, shield break, and accessibility flexibility. And the score for all 7 categories together determines what tier I place the unit in. So if their score is 61 to 70, they are in S tier, 51 to 60, A tier, 41 to 50, B tier, and 31 to 40, C tier, and 30 or below is D tier. Now in this video, I'm not going to take the time to explain why I gave the units the scores that I did, because this video would be over an hour long if I did, and I don't think anybody is interested in watching an hour-long tier list. If you do want to know my thought process behind this scoring for any of the units, please ask either in the comments or my Discord, which you can find a link to in the description, and I'd be glad to answer your questions. Also keep in mind that some of the scorings for some of the categories for some of the units was kind of hard to accurately measure, so some of the unit scores could definitely be changed in some areas. There's also time steps in the video so that you can click onto the units that you are interested in this score for. And with all that out the way, let's get started. And yeah, that's everything. Personally, I'm pretty satisfied with the way this list turned out. There are some placements on here that bother me a bit, but there's just some scars that I couldn't think of a justification for bringing either up or down. But overall, I think this is a pretty good list. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know your comments down below. Thanks. Bye.